You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Welcome back, America. Welcome back, world. Hey, this is John on the Prepared Mind channel. Woo! We've got a doozy of a discussion topic here. It is 0:30. We blasted out of the bunker, and it's time to have a little talk. Good God, folks, these people are pushing and pushing and pushing, and every day we learn new ways that they're doing it. What do we have today to discuss? Well, we've talked about it in the past, but I want you to just think about this particular perspective. And that's what I like to do, is not only share some supposed events. I like to satirically come up with ideas. Well, how much trouble can one person do with one rifle or one handgun and one 10-round magazine or 2 or 10? A lot of damage, right? Look how tragic things are when there's a mass shooting and the government calls for the destruction of all weapons. Well, at least the ones that the public owns. That's right, because one little gun is so dangerous in one little person's hand. So, how do you spread the chaos? Well, if your goal is to cause worldwide chaos, disruptions, destabilization, and then, democratic takeover of government. Yeah, right. Well, we've talked about all of the weapons and all of the unusual hands that have been occurring over in Ukraine. That's right, folks. Ukraine, the land of the free, the home of the what the hell. Ukraine, where we've sent over $100 billion in cash and weapons. We got videos, folks, of people opening the trunks of their Volkswagens and saying, look at all this stuff I've got for sale here, right? Crazy Harry is having an all things must go sale. Folks, we've got American guns, American missiles, American bazookas, right? And they got carloads of weapons. Where are these weapons going? Well, it was widely speculated that they're going back into Europe. France, Italy, Spain, Germany, Polska. Heading to England. They're heading all through Europe. And I thought, well, who would want to use such weapons in a completely disarmed Europe? That's right, folks. Europe is largely disarmed. It's nothing like the United States of America. What does that tell us? If they start to use those weapons, lots of chaos. Well, Europe, folks, we're like, Europe. Well, we have the leadership out of the country of Nigeria, right? Africa, folks, who is complaining that these weapons are showing up there. These Ukrainian weapons are showing up in Africa, destabilizing Africa. What are they trying to do in Africa? I know that here in America, we don't hear much about Africa. We think of it still as, third world, complete chaos, bedlam, mayhem. It's not all that bad everywhere, but it is trying to grow up. Well, I'm sure these weapons, folks, are finding themselves in countries. They're finding their way into countries that are what? That need a little bit of chaos so they can be more easily controlled. Maybe these weapons will end up taking out certain political leaders. Yep. So let's follow the money. Well, there's a lot of money laundering going on over in Ukraine. And I'm sure, folks, that everyone who got some FTX campaign contributions, I am absolutely certain that they wondered as soon as the Ukraine war happened. They're like, holy shit, we're going to get caught. No wonder Nancy Pelosi, no wonder she was so worried and had to fly over there. They're trying to cover their asses, right? Every Republican rhino, every Democrat scumbag, they were all concerned about the freedom of the poor people of Ukraine. No, they're worried about their asses. That money goes over there, supports that. We send weapons over there. Well, that supports the military-industrial complex. They get rid of, $50 billion worth of armament, stuff they didn't want, so they can get new stuff. And then they have these weapons just end up in the back of people's cars, trucks. And it goes to countries, I'm sure, right? They say, okay, we're going to give you this carload of, shoulder-fired missiles. Okay, well, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure half of those show up down in Africa, Nigeria. And the other half you can sell or do whatever you want with. Okay, then, right? And they let these people move them around. Unbelievable, folks. They're spreading the tools of chaos everywhere. And we're told that one man, one woman, one lunatic shouldn't be allowed to own anything because, we're so dangerous. And then they give these serious weapons of war, right, to a bunch of, shall we say, the most corrupt country officials in the world. That's right, Ukraine, the most corrupt in the world. And that's our new good buddy. We send weapons there, and they end up in cars, and now they're ending up in Nigeria. Where else are they going to end up? Are you prepared for the chaos that can ensue? I really think you should be. These weapons, folks, could probably also end up in America. They can do what? Can they take over a government with them? Not in America. But what can they do? They can cause the chaos. They can cause all the chaos that they want. And folks, they want chaos. They need chaos. The Democrat Party and the rhinos and the deep state thrive on chaos. They truly do. What does chaos create? It creates the need for more government power, of course. It creates the image that the people are out of control. It creates the image, the illusion that freedom is just, can't be trusted. It's too dangerous. The authority of the state must be increased. That's what it creates, folks. Right? This isn't the government's first rodeo. I'm sure that when a certain three-letter government alphabet soup company, hands over a truckload of H.E. joy, right, that they tell the people, this is what you're going to do. Right? They're not just giving them the goodies. They're telling them, you're going to take it here. Right? I'm sure they're being told, these are some of your missions. I mean, how hard is it to see that these people are sending armament around the world? Is it hard to believe that government agencies don't know or do know, right, who the bad guys are in every country? It seems like every country, one faction or another, works with, Western allied secret agency forces. They do. They truly do. They work with them with the express purpose of doing dirty deeds. Is that so hard to believe anymore? Well, it shouldn't be, because we continue to see it. Explosions are going off deep in Russia now. Not just near the Russian border, not just over the Russian border, but now deeper in Russia. Meaning their spy networks and their agents are busy at work moving armament, weapons, explosives, etc. Very scary stuff, folks. Or is this just a bunch of hot air and satire? Take a look around the world. Ask yourself and be honest. What the hell is going on? Are things getting better? Or does it appear that the bad guys are hard at work making chaos your reality? Well, folks, right now the chickens are out. And my thing is when they come home to roost, will you be ready? Chance favors the prepared mind. Is yours. Well, I'll throw this out there anyways. Merry Christmas. Semper Fi, Godspeed, and I'll see you tonight.